Man, whew, I promise I tried to get on here on time, y'all. My computer had to update, and that slowed my world down. Come on in, man. We got to talk about this. All right, all right. It's your boy Fish and Ken, Hook City TV. JTK, what's going on, man? Jody, Jason, what's happening? It's time to talk, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, Fish Snatcher. Hell I'm glad you made it, man. Glad y'all made it. Charles, what's going on, man? Hope y'all are having a good evening. We're gonna get on here and we're gonna talk a little bit of crappie, man. Um, trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about tonight. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just gonna answer the questions that are given. But I like to always just give some type of reference um, to the title. I'm gonna tell you what. I get a lot of messages talking about summer fishing, particularly, of course, right now. Just talking about how are you catching these fish? And a lot of people are gonna say, "Man, this dude is using live scope." True, I am. But live scope doesn't have a bite me button. So let's get in here. Let's talk about. Um, let's get here and talk about it, man. So I just want to say what's up to all y'all. Man, we got 33 people in the group real quick. Guys, if y'all enjoy these lives, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. You know, I got to go through my little spiel when we first get on here. And I'm sorry, man, I've been dealing with allergies all day. I must have sneezed maybe 500 times. Easy. Easy 500 times I sneezed today. So y'all forgive me if I start sniffling and all that good stuff. I'm going to try to keep it to a minimum. And I'll probably be scratching my nose a little bit too. Um, Jody Garcia, what's going on? What's going on? Benbrook Marina, glad you could make it. Byron, what's going on? Wanda, how you doing? Jerry, Cedric. Let's see. Boy, listen. Y'all are coming in, and I'm thankful for y'all. So anyway, real quick before we start talking, and before I start getting into that comment section over there. So again, we want to figure out what's going on with the summer crappie. How do we make them bite? But first, I want you to make sure that if you have not subscribed to this channel, leave this live. Go subscribe, come back to this. I'll be on here for a little while, okay? Number two, if you haven't already visited the website, do so, man. I got a feeling you're going to get on that website, see a shirt you like, and I would love for you to support by buying one of my t-shirts, if not all of them. We got t-shirts. We got long sleeve. We got short sleeve. We got hoodies now, guys, because we're about to get into some fall weather, and if you're like me, you get cold quick. I know, big dude, still, I get cold really quick. It gets 70 degrees outside, I start looking for a jacket to put on. I'm a Texan, I guess. So, guys, thank y'all for the support. We're moving pretty good through the 23,000 subscribers. We are at 23,000 subscribers now and moving. We're at 23,229 to be exact. So go hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also, we have the super chat icon at the bottom if you want to support monetarily. You know that's going to be going towards fishing and possibly hunting. As you know, your boy has that dove hunting video out. There will be a part two, and we are going to keep the crappie fishing videos coming. With all that being said, thank y'all for being on this live today. Y'all make sure, man, don't be shy. Don't be bashful. Get in this comment section. If you got questions, now's the time to ask. If I see it, I'm going to get to it, and I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you out the best I can. I do not know it all. And even if you have any words of encouragement or anything you think you've seen me do that I could possibly do different, let me know, man. I'm all about learning. I don't ever want to stop learning, you know. As much as I think I'm a decent crappie fisherman, I know I have a lot more to learn. So let's just make this a community effort. I don't want to do all the talking. Y'all help me out too. Help me, help you. All right. So anyway, how are we catching these fish, man? Guys, thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for showing up. It is so many questions already, and we're gonna get to as many as we can. You might have to repost. Don't be afraid to repost, guys. To keep just to keep that comment up. Leslie, what's going on? Let's see. Curtis, what's happening, man? Jason, Memphis finest. Um, it's okay. Let's talk real quick because again, I can get lost in these in this comment section. So summertime crappie, guys. This is the 6 minute mark. If you need to tell anybody about this live, Fishing Ken starts talking about it at the 6 minute mark. So what's making these crappie bite? Number one, summertime crappie love trees. They love trees. If you're fishing a lake that has trees, go find them, especially if they have any type of depth. Number two, summertime crappie love shade. Now, when I say shade, what types of shade do we have? Number one, trees. Number two, bridge pilings. Excuse me, y'all. So trees, bridge pilings, and docks. Number three, docks. If you have a lake that has deeper docks where they can get away from some of that warm water, they love shady areas, especially if it has a little more water under it. Now, that goes without saying that sometimes, you have people say, well, I caught them in 5 foot, I caught them in 8 foot. This is true. So what's happening in that situation? In my opinion, what happens at that point is if your lake has a thermocline, and that thermocline is just that layer in the water that separates the warm from the cool water, or actually yeah, said it right, the warm from the cool water. But what happens is there's under that thermocline, there's not a lot of oxygen. So those fish will get on top of the thermocline, shallower water, and you'll get them to bite there. JT, what's going on? SK, what's happening, brother? So with that being said, those are a few places that you need to look every time you hit the water. I'm going to repeat it again. You have bridge columns, you have docks, and you have trees. So those are the three places that I would for sure look, somewhere with a lot of shade for crappie during the summertime. Now, does that mean that they're not on brush piles? No, it does not. But for me, for Fishing Ken, I like to look under docks, bridges, and trees this time of year. Also, you want to stay hydrated, guys, out there in the summer heat. Again, I'm in Texas. We're talking about 102, 104, and that's not the heat index. That's just the temperature. So get out there. You don't have on the right types of clothes. You're not drinking your water. Yes, I have my red cup today, guys. Full of water, of course. Got to stay hydrated. So you want to stay hydrated. You want to have on the right clothes. You want to protect your eyes. And last but not least, I know it's hot, y'all, but please wear these life jackets, man. I hate seeing these stories of people drowning. And here recently, it might have been 2 weeks ago, maybe, a 3-year-old was found. She had spent the night in the boat by herself. When the rescuers got to her, she said, "Daddy went swimming." Y'all know how sad that is, man. All she remembers from her daddy, the last thing she remembers of her father is, "Daddy went swimming." That's hurt, man. Listen, I ain't gonna be over here getting all emotional, but man, that is hurtful. I have a 4-year-old. I could not imagine being careless enough to just not put on the life jacket. That's like not putting on the seatbelt. Uh-oh. All right, y'all, hold on. I think mama is in there cooking or heating up something in the oven, and our smoke detectors are super sensitive. So, with that being said, so let's get into baits real quick. We see where we need to be looking. We need to be looking under docks, under bridges, trees, and brush piles. But for me, brush pile is probably the last place I look, unless I'm on a lake that is mainly brush piles. At that point, Then of course you look at brush piles. But I'll go, man, and then you have the bridges that provide shade. Y'all know I have a big old umbrella that me and Dad get under, and we can sit out there all day. And people say, man, how are y'all doing that? Well, guys, we're sitting in the shade. So if you have a shaded area, or if you have the means to maybe a bimini top, or maybe you have an umbrella set up. I mean, y'all seen mine, and I can go into it one day. I know I'm slacking on the videos, but I'll go into it one day how we do that. Excuse me. But you want to be in shade. If you have shade and then you have just a little bit of wind, 104 degrees turns into, 92, 94. Literally in the shade, it'll be about 10 degrees cooler. So you want to be in a shaded area. Keep you some water, especially with the older guys. I fish with my dad. And man, I got to keep him hydrated and keep him cool while we're out there. But man, we're snatching donkeys and having a good time. And guys, it might not seem like, that important, but when you're out there and you're fishing, I don't want to be hot and miserable trying to figure out what these fish want. I want to make myself as comfortable as I possibly can. Loose fitting clothes. I'm always gonna have on a long sleeve fishing shirt, Magellan or whatever brand you like to use, something breathable. I personally like to wear shorts. Dad can't stand it. He's gonna wear pants, but it's what keeps me cool. And I'm always gonna have on. I usually have on a pair of Air Max. I love Air Max. Some type of comfortable shoe. And don't forget sunscreen. Even for my black brothers, my Mexican brothers, my white brothers, I already know this for the most part. Man, put on some sunscreen. Skin cancer is real, and I don't want to be sitting up 50 years old with my skin peeling, trying to figure out what's going on. D, what's going on, man? Glad you can make it. So we want to be comfortable. We want to know where those fish are. And then another thing we want to think about, guys, is how do we get them to bite? Like, how do we actually get these crappie to bite? One thing I can tell you on live scope, and D can tell you from today, it is so frustrating watching fish swim up to a bait and turn away. Now, a lot of people without live scope, what they'll see is they might find a brush pile and say, wow, this thing is loaded. They get over that brush pile and they're fishing it and they can't get a bite, or they're only getting nips, or you see 40, 50 fish on the brush pile and you're only catching two. Two things I'm going to do in the summertime in that situation. Number one, downsize. Now, a lot of people are going to tell you go from a 16 to a 32nd, or from an 8 to a 16, or 1/64th, and all these different crazy weights. For me, it is not the weight as much as it is the size of the jig itself. All right, so if I'm using a 2-inch bait, I'm going down to 1.25 inches. If you don't have 1.25 inches, I can tell you now you need to start hand tying jigs, or you need to find you a custom jig builder. One of the two. And you're not going to always find that in the big box stores. I believe that there are some in the big box stores, but for the most part, you want to get about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. Get off of that 2 inches. Even downsize the hook. Now I'm finding that's very important too. So, and I'm terrible with hook sizes, so y'all bear with me. I believe what we're using now is number 6 hooks. Don't quote me on that. I believe it's a number 6 hook. All right. And that's a smaller hook. We can try that same size bait with a bigger hook, and the fish don't react the same. Why? Because I just changed the profile of the jig. Yes, it's just the hook, but it's the entire profile of the jig that I want to be smaller. So I can still use a big head as long as the body is small. I can still use an 1/8 ounce jig as long as it's only 1.25 inches long, or 1.5 inches long, as opposed to 2.25, 3 inch, which is what you normally see. Guys, those hand ties are a beast. Right now we're using stump thumpers. My girl Jamie is out there making me an order right now. Y'all keep her busy. Get on Facebook, hit up Stump Thumper. You know what time it is. While I'm thinking about it, I just want to say real quick, shout out to ACC Crappie Sticks, guys. If you don't have one, I have nothing to say. The ACC Crappie Stick is doing this thing, man. We're using the 10 and 11-foot rear seats, Green Series, which is the only series we have, or they have, excuse me. And man, they are knocking it out the ballpark. They're lightweight, they're sensitive, with plenty of backbone. You know, we pulled out some really nice pounder and a half crappie, and I mean, snatched them out of the water like nothing. You know, your equipment is important. Your equipment is so important. Demetrius can tell you when we first met, he was using Walmart combos. Do they work? Yes. But if I told you, man, I have a Cadillac and I have a go kart, which one are you gonna want? Simple as that. Simple as that. Now, I don't believe in spending a gazillion dollars on fishing equipment. And I know that there are some $300, $400 rods out there for crappie fishing. That's just my personal preference. I think a good rod in between the $40 to $80 range for the most part is going to be what you want. So again, guys, it is very important to have your location down, something shaded, and then brush piles when they have a lot of height or a little height to them, they'll have shade to them as well. Those branches will create shade as well. But I like trees, which is the main thing we've been fishing the last couple of weeks, catching limits. Brush piles, we do fish. Bridge columns are doing very well in certain lakes. But I can tell you off top, across the state, people are fishing timber, and timber is where the bite is at in the summertime. If you have timber in your lake and it's at least 12 to 14 foot deep, you need to be there. I would definitely check it out. Definitely check it out, guys. So with that being said, that is the secret to it, guys. I'm telling you, don't go out there using these ginormous baits. And lastly, oh my God, I almost forgot. Listen, these people need to pro staff me, send me some samples or something, because I'm gonna push this all day long. And those that watch my channel know what I'm about to say. Guys, do not go to the lake without Berkeley Power Bait Crappie nibbles. Yes, I don't care about all these different scents. I know there's a gazillion of them out there. Everybody has it in a squirt bottle and this cool little bottle and that cool little bottle and all that kind of stuff. Listen, I'm not saying scents don't work, but I would bet my check, my next week's check, I would bet it that regular scent will never outfish me using Berkeley Power Bait Crappie. I just don't believe it. Because it's not just scent, it's actually something physically present that those fish can key in on, and it adds an extra color. You can buy them in blue, you can buy them in white, you can buy them with sparkles, you can buy them without sparkles. Oh my God! Listen, if you don't have crappie nibbles and 1.25 inch baits or 1.5 inch baits, cut it in the summertime. Up here where I am, honestly, will other jigs work? Yes. Do you want to maximize your time and get the most bites you can? I would hope so. Well, here's the secret. Listen again. Small hand tides, Berkeley Power Bait Crappie nets. 50 fish. This is just as many limits as I wanted. I've been catching. Literally, man. The only thing that ran us off was a storm. Besides that, if I have the time, and I'm not talking about all day, but some days it does take five hours. I think the other day we did it in like 4 hours, caught our 50. Because these fish go through transitions. They'll bite real heavy early in the morning. So if you want to maximize your time, if you can get out there early in the morning, first light until about 11 o'clock or 10, first 7 to 10 o'clock here in Texas, on fire. 10:30 to 1:30, it gets finicky. And then it steadily picks back up and then it gets crazy again about 5:30. So I hope y'all are understanding what I'm saying. I know I haven't been looking at that comment section, and for a reason, because I know y'all are talking some good stuff, and I want to read it all. But if I do that, I won't be able to cover the subject at hand. So with that being said, now, guys, if y'all have started asking questions and all that kind of stuff, I'm now going to start looking at this comment section. We're 20. So from minute 6 to minute 20, we talked about the secrets to catching these summertime crappie. Place, where location, where they at, what baits to use, what additive scents to use, what rods I'm using. And then I also want to shout out to Bass Tank for hooking me up with that Garmin Live Scope, installing it. The install was amazing, guys. Shout out to John. Shout out to Zeke for winning that tournament here in Texas last weekend. And then second place, shout out to Josh Jones for getting his second place finish behind Zeke. Two of those Oklahoma boys, man, and I know they got with it, man. Came here to Texas and found donkeys. What more can you ask for? But guys, and I also was able to learn from John, owner of the Bass Tank, and Zeke. Man, they really gave me some good information. Coming soon, I'm gonna start talking about orientation with live scope. Um, I'm not even gonna talk about it because I know people are watching my channel now, still my idea. So I'm not gonna talk about what's coming next, but best believe we're gonna get some things covered. But every time I get on these lives and I start talking about what we're gonna do, I wind up seeing them popped up by other creators, and I hate to follow behind somebody. That's just it's not my thing. But anyway, so guys, now we're gonna get into these comments, and I'm not gonna go all the way back up because I see, yeah, it's plenty of them there. So I just want to say again, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Call your people, call your partners, call your fishing buddy. Look, Fishing Ken is live. He's going to be on here for probably about another 30 minutes. Let's talk about it, man. If you have questions and you don't want to email, you can email me at hctv2too@gmail.com. You can hit me in the comment section on any of those videos. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. My heart is kind of full. I finally made it to a Wednesday night service. And you ever been in church and the pastor was just talking to you like, "Hey, you back there in the back, trying not to be seen." I'm talking to you today, buddy. He's all over me today, man. So I thank God, and I pray that even in this live, that God gets the glory, man. So I'm gonna give y'all Jesus, man. That's who I am. And that's what I believe. So with that being said, we can keep it about fishing, but we also do not ever forget that if y'all have any questions about the Christian faith, about Jesus, I don't know it all, but I don't mind giving you what I do know. And if I don't know, I have a great group of brothers and sisters around me that can help me get your questions answered. So glory to God. Let me just say that. So thank you, Dimitri. That's what I needed. So yeah, and thank you to JT, the ACC Crappie Rods. Mike Hallmark, send me all your brush pile spots on Arlington. LOL, I'm just kidding. It'll take me 2 weeks to type all those waypoints in, man. I have a bunch of them. I really do. Guys, I'm enjoying these lives with y'all. Again, you can hit me up on email. And don't forget the Hook City TV fan page on Facebook, guys. I want y'all to come together. We got 23,000 subscribers. I think the fan page only has like 240 members right now. I am updating that page a little more regularly because I don't have to edit anything. I can literally take a picture of what we did for the day, upload it, and y'all can stay in tune with me. I also answer messages from there. That also gives you guys a chance to, what that is. It also gives you guys a chance to show me what y'all are catching. If you bought a t-shirt and you want to floss on the page, man, you can do so. If you want to show your support on that fan page, you can do so. I mean, it's just another community, man, to keep us in touch. And I would love for you to be there, man. So if you're on Facebook, it is a private group. You can go on Facebook and you can type in Hook City TV fan page. there. I'll see that you subscribe to the page. I'll then let you into the private page, man, and you can just join that community. So I can hit you with a welcome to the city. Y'all know how it goes, man. So let's see. Cedric Grady, I watched the dove hunting video. It was nice. This is the hardest part of the year for me. Have to make a decision. Have to make a decision, fishing or hunting. Well, look, I don't think I'm gonna get that crazy. I believe I'm gonna stick with fishing. But man, if God willing say the same, man, I listen. I will dove hunt every year. I really would. Man, it was so much fun. So much fun. So, guys, if y'all haven't watched that hunting video, listen. I know everybody is not hunters, and I understand that people may not agree with hunting in the way that animals are and all that. But if you support your boy, if you support my main man, Hood City, go watch that. Go watch that video, man. Give us a like. Comment on it. Let me know that you made it there, man. But that dove hunting video, me, my dad, Hood City, and my boy Rev, aka Dimitri, man, we had an awesome time, man. We really did. A great fellowship. My boy E Will, aka Early, he's from down that way, so he was able to stop in on one of the days and just hang out with us. We had a fish fry. I fried frog legs. I even fried a dove breast just to check him out fried. Oh man, let's see what else do I got. Hey man, Margaret, let's see. Them crappie down south bite too easy. They bite too easy everywhere if you know what you're doing, never ever. Do you have an email I can send you some pictures to? I have some shots of my fish finder and I want to know if it's crappie or shad showing. Memphis Finest, I think we've added it on there, but I'll say it again. It's HC, as in crappie, HCTV, the initials of the page, Hook City TV, 2, TOO at gmail.com. Also, man, again, if you have Facebook, Memphis Finest, get on Facebook, man, and type in the search bar, type in Hook City TV fan page. You can do the same thing there, man. Jerry, you're awesome. Thank you. Let's see. Mike, I understand, man. Well, we talk on here, and we can keep doing it that way. You don't mind commenting, and you have the email also, man. So there's multiple ways you guys can get with me, man. Let's see. Joshua Hines, it's time for some night fishing. I like to night fish. It's cool, especially in the summertime. You know, it's cooler out there. The only problem is, man, that is a bunch of expensive lighting that I don't have, and I really don't have a desire to go buy to make those videos, you know, make the visuals look good. Let's see. What else do we have? So thanks for that, Joshua. But yeah, listen. And then I need more tips. I'm not just the best night fisherman in the world. I have an idea where I can find them, but I know they're not on brush piles. I watch them leave just before dark. It's crazy. Frederick Rowe, you love the dove video. Thanks, man. I think you're one of the newer subscribers, aren't you, Frederick? Let's see. JJ Slade, man, I've been doing catching cooks and they don't do well on my channel, man. But I'm not done. Let's see. The last catching cook I did. Let's take a look. See, also, guys, I'm about to start putting all my videos into categories so that y'all can find them a lot faster, especially when I'm referencing them on the live. You know, if it's a tutorial video or a kitchen cook or just plain old crappie fishing and then the dove hunting. So I got them getting into categories, aka playlists is what they're called on YouTube. But let's see. So the first, and then too, the reason I want y'all to watch that hunt video, guys, is because it was my first time hunting ever. Never shot a gun above a little BB gun when I was a kid. So we went out, we bought shotguns, had a great time. I want y'all to check that video out. But the last catch and cook I did, it doesn't tell me how old it was, but I changed the title. So now the title says, Stop Frying Crappie. Try this, catch, clean, and cook. So I want y'all to go check that out. But there is, and it is, fairly new. So y'all check it out. It's a really good video. We caught some good fish, and we tried to do something other than fry fish, which I'm trying to get away from. So go check that out, man. Um, David asked, when is the next YouTube crappie fishing tournament? Me, SK, flopping crappie in 3 pound. I think 3 pound is he is the one that put it together last time. We haven't had anybody ask that really. I'm not opposed to it. I have fun, but we don't have one in the works at all. Let's see. I'm in Dallas heading to Lake Bardwell on Saturday morning. Any thoughts on Lake Bardwell? Frederick, I haven't fished Bardwell for crappie ever in my life. I couldn't tell you if there was timber on it. What I would say, I guide you to this. I believe Bardwell has a bridge. I would go look at that. And again, I would check out timber. If there's no timber, then you need to start scanning for brush. I would scan for brush in anywhere from 15 to 30 foot of water. And I would really pay attention to the mouth of coves and points. Those are the two places I really look. Crappie fishermen are creatures of habit, and no matter what lake, finding brush piles on points and in mouths of coves, that's just the thing to do. And I would bet you can run into something. Whether it's going to have fish on it is another thing. But again, that's where I would start. I ain't been down past the Carolinas in years. I'm up here in Ohio. These crappie are huge. They just don't bite like they do down there. Man, they do, man. You just got to figure out what it is because there could be slight changes. There might be different insects that those fish feed on up there. The water clarity might make a difference. So you might be used to southern fishing and you're in mucky or dirtier water and you're fishing with black and chartreuse. You're fishing with dark jigs all the time. And if you're fishing clear water, then I need to start using more natural colored baits. We do not use, I tie jigs braid straight to the jig. If you're getting up there and you're in clear water, you might need a leader. You might need a fluorocarbon leader where they can't see. They may be line shy up there. So you kind of have to ask yourself, crappie or crappie, I don't care where they are, but there are slight variances or differences about their behavior and the way that they act. So start asking yourself the little questions. Maybe not the big ones, but ask yourself the small questions. What's my water clarity? What's my water temperature? How do they bite? Are they biting all day long? Do they bite in the evenings, at night? What do I need to figure out? I guarantee you somebody's slaughtering crappie up there in Ohio too. Believe me, they got it figured out. And brother, if you put in the time, you'll figure it out too. Sean, oh boy, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the support. What are some good colors for hand tied? G Gray asks. Look, I'm gonna tell you again. I have a plethora of baits. I want the light ones. I want the dark ones. I want the ones with a lot of flash in it. I want the pale ones that don't have a lot of flash in it. Right now, if it's dark, if the skies are dark, if it's cloudy outside, I'm going with the darker bait with a little flash in it. If it's sunny and crazy outside, if it's a bluebird, I'm throwing on an all silver jig. I wish I could remember the names of these stump thumper jigs. I can't, but that's basically how I choose. If it's sunny, I have on a shiny bait. If it's dark outside, if the sky is darker, if it's overcast, and I'm using darker baits with just a little bit of flash. And it's been working really good for me, especially the smaller jigs. What knots am I tying? I only see you're gonna get me into these videos I need to do, man. Gosh. I'm using loop knots. I'll keep it at that. Holiday, HH, I'm keeping it at that. Let's see. And Frederick wrote, you are a new sub, and I believe I told you welcome to the city, but if I didn't, welcome to the city, man. We appreciate your support. Thank you for subscribing. Make sure you get on these videos and holler at me, man. Yes, Helion, Black and Crappie was the last. 5 or 6 weeks ago, got you. So it's time for another catch and cook. I'm gonna be on it. God bless you too, trying to catch one. Fish snatcher. Crappie are tough in the summer in North Carolina. They're tough everywhere if you don't make changes. So fish snatcher, I don't know if you caught minute 6 through minute 20 of this video, but I explained a lot of good information that you might want to try to incorporate to see what's going on. Um, let's see. New crappie bait out called slab tail jigs. Crappie here in Gunnersville are choking on them. Cool, Marty. Okay, and yeah, Dimitri, that's it. Find Stump Thumper Jigs on Facebook. On Facebook. Again, guys, I appreciate the support. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight, man. There are some secrets to success on this fishing, and I can tell you now, it starts with location and ends with small baits and crappie nibbles. I'm telling you something you need to know. Let's see. Fishing Ken, I am the brother that gave D Crappie the hog sausage. The hog sausage. Man, I don't remember that. Say, man, what I'm trying to figure out, Cedric, is why I ain't got no hog sausage. I like hog. I eat the swine. They're water. I found a spot along the river with an eddy. How do you fish an eddy? Man, I tell you what, we don't fish a lot of moving water here where I am in these lakes, but when I do, so you look for an eddy, of course. You want to find a slow moving water or slack water or water where there's a break, where there's not, a bunch of fast moving water just off to the side. It's a great ambush point for crappie. How do you fish it? I usually fish eddies with the cork, with the slip cork. Especially if it's not really deep water. You can also cast if it's deeper water. You want to use a little bit heavier jig. I start with an 1/8 ounce. Or like I said, if it's not real deep water with a slip cord, toss it over and kind of let it swirl in that eddy. Or if it goes out, let it move out. Let it kind of naturally move. And that's how I always got my bites. A lot of sandbags in those eddies. But again, I don't have a whole lot of experience fishing fast moving water. But that's how I would do it, man. Let's see. Mr. Mitch says he's in the market for a fishing boat. Any suggestions? I have plenty of suggestions. And I guess it just goes with the type of fishing you like to do. I like my metal boat, my aluminum boat. I like it. I love it actually. Before I had an aluminum, I had a fiberglass boat. I like that boat as well. Between the two, which one do I like? I think naturally the newer boat I like more, but they both present issues. The fiberglass is heavy. You're going to spend a little more money towing that boat around. But it sat lower in the water and it didn't move as much. The the ride in it was okay. Um, in my DV aluminum boat, it's a Cadillac, man. It's a tank. It takes big waves really well. And then too, it's still fairly new boat. We got it last year, brand new. Um, but the high sides means that it catches wind. The high sides also means that it's a little safer for my dad if he loses his balance, and it's safer for my daughter when she's running around all in the boat. So high sides are good for that reason, but fishability, if you don't have spot lock, you're gonna find yourself using the trolling motor a whole lot. Thank goodness we have that Ultrex. I hit that spot lock and we do what we need to do. If I didn't have spot lock, I probably wouldn't enjoy the boat as much. Let's see. So my suggestion, I love my DV Crestliner Fishhawk 1750. If I could, I probably would have got the 1850 just because it comes with a higher horsepower motor. The 1750 rated for 115, so that's what I'm going to stick with. I'm not going to overdo it. But the 18 gives you a little bit more room, which is incredibly roomy in the 1750. The 1850 is a little bit more roomy, and I get a bigger motor on it. So that's what I would suggest. The bass boats are fine too, but I've been there, done that. Um, SK, man, my bad. I just saw you, but thank you for popping in. I appreciate you coming through, man. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. Not sure if you answered this lady, but what's the difference between a rear seated ride and a regular ride? Okay, so the difference is where the man, I don't have one. So you have a mid seat and you have a rear seat. On the rear seat, the the rod seat, excuse me, the real seat sits about 4 inches from the butt of the rod. On a mid seat rod, your real seat, boy, that is a tongue twister. Your real seat sits about probably a foot from the end of the rod. So the difference is basically when you're holding a rod, when you're holding a mid seat, you're going to have pretty much, if you're holding the reel, you'll have this much, about a forearm, half most of your forearm. There'll be some more rod that you can kind of balance that rod with. With the rear seat, you're pretty much holding on to the end of the pole, but it still balances out well. I love my rear seat rods. I absolutely enjoy them. Now, I probably wouldn't be using them if I was fishing, 40 foot down or something like that. Oh, wait a minute. But both rods are really good. So let me jump down to my boy Big Cat Cowboy. Shout out to Big Cat for being a long time subscriber, man. I want to say thank you. We appreciate you. And what you gave on that super chat, man, will go towards these videos, crappie fishing, and maybe some hunting, man. But all the same videos that y'all can enjoy. So Big Cat, I want to thank you for that super chat, for hitting that dollar sign icon down there at the bottom and supporting you, boy, over here at Hook City TV. We appreciate it, man. Thank you. Harris Buck, what's going on? New Brothels, what's going on? What's going on, Mr. Morales? Javier. Let's see. Let's see. Thanks for the advice. Should get back there soon, but lots of steps down to the river. Now I'm not as young as I was a minute ago. Well, man, look, we both need to get on it. Just because we ain't young, no man, we can't still be in good shape. Let's see. Let's see. I'm sorry, God. I have an ugly 1987 Ranger 373, 150 horsepower, rides like a caddy. Best of all, no payments. That's it right there, Mark. Mike, excuse me. We should be done with the payment stuff next year. Um, so Byron asks, with fall approaching, how will that change the crappie pattern? I'm expecting the crappie to move off of these trees as we get later into the fall, closer into the winter. What I'm going to be looking for during the fall months, brush piles. I'm really going to be targeting a lot of brush piles. I usually get away from my big tree lakes during the fall, and I fish Arlington Lake. I fish a lot of places that have bridge columns because that's where your shadow gonna start to go, and also brush piles. Those are the two places that I like to look. And then as we go into late fall, into winter, some of your crappie are going to go into the creeks. Now, backing up to just the fall, I'll be looking at a lot of drop offs, a lot of deep drop offs. Um, your your schools of shad are going to start getting into that deeper water, and that's where I like to go. So two places: fall going into winter, the deep water around drop offs and ledges. Rock piles is another good place to look, and then they'll start migrating into the creeks for warmer water, the shad will, and then behind them, those crappie are going to go for feeding purposes. So those are the two places I'm going to look, but I'm going to be expecting to do a lot of brush pile fishing going into the fall. Brush piles and Byron specifically, I'll probably be at 2 Mile Bridge. It's going to be a lot of fish being caught this fall down there. I know it is. Lake Tawakoni. Um, Shedrick, I'm working on getting me a boat called Bank Fishing is Dead. Well, amen, somebody. Mr. Mitch, yes, sir. I spent more on electronics than I did on the boat. Uh, Mike, I did too when I first bought my boat. Let's see. DJ Grey Goose, great question. Is there a reason why you don't use minnows a lot? So I told myself, I dedicated myself to jig fishing, and when I got because I fish too much, guys. And imagine I go fishing 2 to 4 times a week, and imagine every time I go, I'm buying 4 dozen minnows. That's a lot of money. That is a lot. I've been needing y'all to do a whole lot more super chatting if I was dependent on buying minnows. So I got tired of being dependent on minnows, and there was something cool about tricking a fish to bite a fake minnow. Once I got that down, and once I got around a lot of really dedicated jig fishermen, and I saw how they were catching limits of fish, they weren't digging in the minnow bucket. In the summertime, I'm not trying to keep minnows alive. In the wintertime, I'm not wetting my hands, getting all wet up and cold. Man, it's just jig fishing is a convenience, and when you get good at it, you won't think about minnows. Now, are minnows needed sometimes? Yes. Do I buy them often? Not really. I think last summer I bought them. After that, I went right back to jigs. This year, I dedicated back to jigs this summer, and I've had a blast using those small anti jigs. So that's it, man. A friend of mine wrote a price guide book on rods and reels. That's pretty cool, Eduardo. Um, you thought about using your fly rod with a spinning reel for a crappie challenge. Hell on, people have been doing that for years, man. A lot of people think that the Rich Seed ACC is a fly rod, and it's not, but it definitely looks like one. Big Cat, thanks again, my brother. What's going on, Brandon? Mr. Murdoch. Um, So John Christopher asks, "Am I a Cowboys fan?" I'm not, man. I uh I I renounced my belief in the Cowboys um some years ago, man. Uh so I'm a fan of crappie fishing more than anything. I do watch the Cowboys. I enjoy their success. But I don't channel root for anybody. I just like to watch the game, man. But more than anything, guys, my passion, I'm ate up with crappie fishing. I'm ate up with being outside. Let's see. Cedric, he gave me a shout out on one of his videos with you and him fishing together. I think you guys was on Joe Pool in separate boats. I will hook you up, my brother. I got you. Yes, sir. I'm ready for it, Cedric. Appreciate it, man. Just got an ACC 8 foot, says Stephen Webb. Question for you. Most spinning rods have large line eye guides. This one has small eye guides. Can I put a spinning reel on it? The answer is yes. The small line guides um, is for accuracy. So a lot of people are casting with the 8 and 7 foot. So the smaller guys allows for better accuracy when you're casting. It doesn't dictate what type of reel you put on that rod. So you're fine, man. Thanks for the shout out, bro. Says Javier. Love your videos. Y'all make me laugh. I love how you take your dad with you. That's awesome and a blessing to have that time spent with him. I totally agree, man. I see dad slowing down. He's getting older. His eyesight's getting, a little bit worse. It takes him a little longer to get up. Sometimes he has to sit down. And I thank God for it all that he's still here with me, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. We probably fuss and argue like brothers, but that is literally my best friend. I love him and I appreciate him. I don't know if he's watching, but love you, Dad, man. Thanks for everything. That's the guy that has raised me, worked hard all his life for me and my 2 sisters, for my mother. Stuck with my mother, raised us right. Provided for us. So that's man. That's my dog. That's my A1 right there. And I will sit out here and let him wear me out, helping him tie jigs and helping him do things uh, till we split, you know, till we split. Because I am appreciative of all he and my mother have done for me. So with that, he's retired now, man. So my main man, Hood City, We get out there and we do our thing. We ain't new to this. We're true to this. So thanks, Javier, for that, man. The lake you been fishing, I won't name it. I have never been on it. Stumps my concern. Mike Hallmark, it's cool if you name it, man. People asking, I tell it. I'm thinking you're talking about Benbrook. Send me an email. Send me an email. Let's talk about that. Man, you're a great supporter, man, and I don't mind helping you out if you want to get out to that lake. I thank you, man. So send me an email, Mike. Let's talk about that. Um, Cedric Grady, thank you for helping me answer that question. Yes, you can put a spinning reel on it. I personally suggest the Shimano Sienna 1000 or the 500. The difference between the two is just line capacity. You'll get more line on the 1000, but it's still small enough, and it really helps balance out the rod. Never ever. That's why I quit buying minnows. $5 a dozen of it. That is ridiculous. I think it's like 3 or 3.50 a dozen here. That's just too much, man. Just it is. Okay, so Helon, I hope I'm saying your name right, brother. Are you slowly retrieving your jigs or are you vibrating your line for reaction strike? So first of all, I mostly vertical jig. And in vertical jigging, every now and again, I just give it a twitch. And then every now and again, I'll raise it up real slow, which really makes them react. If you drop it down into a brush pile and kind of snatch it up a couple of feet, hold it there, wait a couple of seconds, and then start raising it, a lot of times that gets fish's attention. So that's what I like doing, vertical jigging. But I also like to pitch, and let it just pendulum back to me. As long as you understand the depth that you're fishing, out of the strike zone and getting nowhere fast. Cornelius, what's going on? Fish snatcher, you gave up on sports as WWE. You like wrestling, huh? I gave up on wrestling too, man. I used to be a Jake the Snake, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh my God, I used to be ate up. Good fishing, Jimmy. Brandon Murdoch, I'm the same. I've caught more fish on jigs than minnows in my life, man. Um, let's see, John Christopher, I've been using that raw bacon. Everything hit on that raw bacon, bass, crappie, brim, and you already know the catfish. Raw bacon, cut it up and put it in a Ziploc bag and just let the heat do the trick. Listen, that's what's up. But if I open a pack of bacon, I'm gonna tell you where that's going. I'm gonna tell you where that's going, and it ain't in no lake. But that's good info, man, for somebody that doesn't have minnows readily available. Want to try something new? My buddy here, John Christopher, said, cut up you some bacon. I can't do it, but y'all cut up y'all some pieces of bacon. Well, thank you for that, John. Let's see, Big Cat, do you run your boat in the wintertime on the water, or do you winterize it? Ain't no such thing as winterizing a boat in Texas. We don't get those freezing temperatures like that, man, and I fish year round. I'll be out there with coveralls and a hoodie on. Y'all see, look back at some of the old videos, man, that fall fishing and winter fishing. I'll be out there in coveralls. I'm gonna be out there this year in a Hook City TV hoodie. And y'all better go get y'all one, hookcitytv.com. Go get you one of those hoodies, man. Let's see. I'm going to Levon Tuesday. Never fished it, but I heard the crappie are on timber there. Also 12 to 14 feet, and they were not lying to you, Byron. I actually have a video. If you want to look at it, it'll give you an idea. If you pay attention to the background, like most people do, you can kind of figure out what's going on. Matter of fact, it is called Who Set Lake Levon on Fire? We're sitting at 14,194 views right now. 560 thumbs ups and 5 thumbs downs. And I see my boy Frederick Rose saying, I just see trophies. Y'all get on there, man. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to this channel and you're watching this live and you're enjoying the information, you love joking with me, you love seeing me fish with my old man, you love fishing Cammy, you love all this different stuff, and you haven't subscribed, do you really love me? Subscribe, guys, and go to that website and get you one of those tees. And if you love Jesus like me, go get you one of those Real Fishermen Love Jesus shirts. All right. Let's see. Let's keep it going, man. Woo-wee. 55 minutes. We still got 49 people. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let me find where I was. Elon, they raised you right. God bless both your parents. Thank you, man. Joe Taylor, I always thank my dad, man. I have no problem doing it, public or private, dad and mom. I've yet to catch a crappie, not going to. DJ Grey Goose, don't stop trying, man. Watch these videos. I know I don't, sometimes the titles don't say, hey, do this, but I promise you, you're going to enjoy yourself. If you don't laugh, you ain't alive. We're going to be doing some cracking, some jokes, but I'm also going to give tips and tricks on how to find those crappie and how to catch those crappie. So stick with me, man. If you have any specific questions, if you run into any problems out there on the lake and you can't understand what to do, give me a shout, man. Comment section of any one of those videos. I check comments sometimes every day, sometimes every 2 to 3 days, but I will get back to you. If you have a specific question, I am going to answer it. Book it. And that's what I can do for y'all, man. I don't have a whole lot to give back, but I want to at least give you my time. And if any of y'all know, like I know, time is very valuable. So if I'm giving you my time, it's coming from the heart, baby. You got questions, I got answers. If I don't, I have some real good fishermen around me that can help me figure it out for you guys. So you stay with it, DJ. Hi, that is why I didn't get minnows for any fishing. I've been fishing for an hour or two and I just give them away or put them in the lake. Tony Delgado, man. Well, look, I hope you're not sitting in the same place with minnows. If you're sitting in a spot, especially if you're banking it, you've sat there for 20 minutes, man, move over. Move to another dock. Move 10 yards down. Something. Don't just sit there and hoping. Don't sit there hoping, man. And also watch your surroundings. You'll see people catching fish. Find out what they're doing. Find out why they're sitting where they're sitting. And I'm not telling you to be pushy. Don't, be in people's personal space, but strike up a conversation. Man, that's a good one, man. What y'all using? It must be some brush or something down there, man. Y'all are killing it. Is it they put brush in here? Is that the only place they is there some brush somewhere else I can get to? Get friendly. Y'all see how I did that? Get friendly, man. Find out what's going on. You in Walmart. You walking around Walmart that saying, man, Fishing Ken said I need to get this jig, this jig, this jig. And then you see this dude walk in and he got on his boots are muddy. And you can tell he got on a fishing shirt, fishing hat, and he go directly to a certain bait. He picked that up. You be like, hey, man, I was just thinking about getting that, man. Is that a good bait for around here? Okay. Yeah, so where do you fish? Oh, that lake? Man, I always thought about going to that lake. Man, you got any idea where I should start? Strike up a conversation. For the most part, most fishermen, man, are pretty cool. For the most part. You got a couple of butt heads, but try it out, man. Try it out. Leslie Thomas, yes, sir. I'm going to spend as much time as I can with dad. I'm the same way with my dad. God bless to all who still have their dads alive and well. Yes, man. If you have your dad, listen, if y'all ain't on one accord right now, squash it. Time is at hand, guys, and it waits for no one. And I'm going to tell you what, I've seen a lot of people hoop and holler and act a plum fool at funerals. And you want to know why they do that? Because they have regrets, man. That person is gone and they can no longer say, I love you, I forgive you, let's squash it, let's be father and son again. Let's be son and mother again. Let's be friends again. Squash it, man. Go to that person, tell them what the issue is, and try to squash it. Try to live peaceably with all men. I ain't gonna give you too much money. I ain't gonna give you too much money. But yeah, man, enjoy your people while you have them, and God bless those that are without their fathers that are watching these videos, saying, "Man, I wish I had my dad. Wish I had my fishing partner." Man, I'm praying for y'all. Matter of fact, tonight specifically, I'm praying for y'all because I've heard it's hard. I'm not gonna act like I know because I thank God I still have my dad. But I lost my grandfathers in high school, and I get it. So man, I'm praying for y'all, man. I really am. Daniel, if you're finding minnows for $1.98 a dozen, man, you are doing awesome. I couldn't imagine what they were before they, 10 years ago. Let's see, Stephen, great question. What brand soft plastic storage tackle bag are you using and where can we get one, sir? So for my soft plastics, I keep them in their original bags, of course. And all I did, guys, was I went to Walmart and I bought a CD case that held like, I think it's like 120 CDs. They slide right in. And I used one that kind of has like the cardboard in it, and the cloth it's covered in cloth with cardboard on it so that it stretches and expands because those baits they're chubby. But that's what I use, man. And the one I have currently, I think I've had for almost 2 years now. But every couple of years, I go spend $30 on a big CD case, and it works well for me, man. Let's see. Mike, enjoy your dad every day and you have him. My dad kept batteries charged, had it pulled to the front yard before I arrived. I quit fishing for 5 years after he dies. After he died. Man, listen. Honestly, man, that's what we did the last 2 days. Dad has met me at the lake. I'm coming from, almost 30 minutes away to get to him. We've been meeting at the lake. I pick up the ice, he has the boat, and I thank him for that. Tony says, I went to Cannon Lake Saturday. Cannon Lake. What state are you in, man? Saturday, and a guy gave me his minnows. I put them in the lake. Hey, man, do what you can do with them, man. I hope one day you'll be able to use them. Let's see, guys. I'm trying to catch up to y'all. Uh, yeah, hey, yeah, man. I'm just gonna call you Holiday, man. I don't feel comfortable trying to say your first name. Holiday. If I can take some bacon to the lake, it's getting ate, not by fish, man. Um, let's see. I see you, Byron. This fall, man, that's where you need to be, brother. Say, check this out. I got that brand you use. It breaks all the time. 10-pound test. What's up this? What's up with it? So you use Power Pro line, Joe? Man, I don't have a lot of breaks with my Power Pro line. I don't. I wish I could tell you. Check your reel out and make sure nothing is fraying that line. Also check your rod guides, the for your line. Check and make sure they don't have any scratches or anything that's maybe fraying that line. Fish Snatcher, thanks for subscribing, man. Holiday, thanks for being subscribed with me as well. The summertime struggle, crappie fishing canals. I don't know much about that. Lord have mercy. If it's a shallow canal, I would try slip cork around any type of cover, fallen trees, brush, anything like that. Um, let's see. Let's see. Javier says, Daddy, that's the battery compartment. Put the fish in the live well. Yeah, man, I believe that was a bluegill video. Yeah, there you go with hand size bluegill. Hand size, pan size. We got that shirt, man. If you like that hand size, pan size shirt, go get you one. HookCityTV.com. Big Cat Cowboy, God bless you and yours, man. I appreciate your support, brother. Um, Holiday, I'm glad you like the info, man. Again, I'm on here trying to help as many people as I can. Big Cat, you got a 16-foot bass boat on sale, good condition. Guys, if you're looking for a bass boat, Big Cat is in the DFW, and he has a boat for sale. Y'all better hit him up. Um, George Baker, you need that Moisture Wig 4X hand size, pen size. It should be there, brother. Go check it out on the website. If it's not, send me an email and we'll make sure it's available for you. Um, oh man, holiday. I lost three of my fishing buddies. We just buried one yesterday, so I'm trying to get my sons to go fishing with me when I can. Hey man, and sorry to hear that, man. Sorry for your loss. Gerald Freeman, what's going on? Let's see. Daniel says I lost my dad when he was only 49, but we used to go fishing all the time. I'm glad to see with your pops brings back great memories, and that's what I like to hear, man. Daniel, rip to your father, man, but I'm so glad that it helped these videos bring back great memories, man. That's what's up, man. Eyelets, Mike Hallmark, thank you. It's the eyelets. Check your eyelets on your rod to make sure they're not scraping up your line. Let's see. Let's see. D, you're about to lay it down. You better tell Nate to chill. I'm telling you, I'm gonna put a whooping on him, and I ain't gonna use no belt. Thanks for stopping by, bro. We don't have long. Oh, it's 10:21. Yeah, I ain't got long. I gotta get off here myself. So Gerald is asking, how's the fishing in Texas? We're catching it here in Georgia. We are wearing it out here in Texas, man. The tree fishing is great. I went and checked my home lake. The brush pile fishing is great. We caught a double limit yesterday in about 4 hours. Things are good, man. Things are really good. Okay, and Big Cat, well, not too Big Cat, but Big Cat has his boat on offer up. It's a 16-foot Predator bass boat, 100 horsepower Johnson. He might be making a good deal on that boat, guys, if y'all are trying to get off that bank and onto the water. Um, Mike Hallmark, it's been a long time since I went all the way to the state park. West Tawakoni is a little bit closer, and that's where we go. Get right on that bridge, man. I'm only 15 and fishing is why me and my dad are so close. Keon Bonin, say, man, listen, enjoy your pops, man. Listen to what he's got to say. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being on this channel. If you have any questions, man, don't be afraid to ask again. I want to help you guys. We're going to all get on these fish. Let's see. Fish Snatcher gave me inspiration to become a content creator because I seen someone who looks like me. Respect to you and your pops and all the anglers who enjoy the bite. That's great, man. Thank you, Fish Snatcher, for getting out there, man. And I'm glad I could help you, begin to do something that you love, man. Creating content on YouTube, it can be stressful and strenuous at times, but knowing that people are enjoying it, knowing that I'm bringing up good memories about father and son fishing and father and son hunting and just having a good time, enjoying life, man, enjoying the fellowship with my friends, and bringing a little bit of Jesus to y'all. Uh, let's see. Oh man, my girl Jean says she ready to get down on the crappie too. That's what's up. Well, tell her you need a boat, Dimitri. Tell her, listen, you got to slide that in right there. Well, baby, I was thinking, I knew you were gonna get here. We need a boat. So y'all, if y'all are in favor of my boy D getting a boat, I want y'all to give me some type of emoji down there at the bottom. If y'all think my boy D needs to get him a boat, because I know he's gonna have to get it past his management, aka wife. Give me something down below. Get that boat. Give me some thumbs up, something. I think my boy D needs to get him a boat, man. I think he needs to. He got the hunting stuff covered. Uh-oh, there it is. Holiday, Byron, we got votes over here. Show G in these votes. We got votes from other anglers that says D needs that boat. Don't forget to take me with you, D, so we can make sure you get you a good boat with a good deal. But boy, D needs a boat, and I know you want that live scope, and we're gonna go to the bass tank and get that live scope for you, man. No, it ain't time to call James, but we can also call James if we need to. Fish snatcher, there go 3 thumbs up. If we get 5 thumbs up, I need you to tell Jen you need a vote. I need 2 more people. If y'all are up, there go Gerald Freeman with the strong arm. If you believe my boy D needs a vote, I need a thumb. Leslie Thomas, there we go. Do we have one more? Do we have 6? Do we have another person that thinks my boy needs to get him a vote? Let's see. I kept it to working spring break when I was a kid before the state park existed. Wow. And there's an island out there we used to use H&H lures weighted out. Wow, to your shoulders. Ain't no way I did that on Tawakin. Okay, we got another vote. Kevin said every man needs a boat and a truck to pull it, woman. I need to get a boat myself. Oh man, Javier is giving thumbs up. Mike Hallmark says D needs a boat. Wishing D be fishing. What's going on, man? I'm glad you were able to check in, man. Holiday. We got DJ Grey Goose, Big Cat Cowboy. Say, man, tell Jen that the Hood City community says you got to get a boat, man. We need you to get off the land and into the water. Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm gonna leave my girl Jen alone, man. JT's even giving thumbs up. Man, listen, we need a boat. If this thing was live, I started chanting, get that boat, get that boat. But anyway, guys, man, I've enjoyed y'all. Man. I can't keep sitting here loud talking. It's almost 10:30. We've been online for an hour and 11 minutes. Again, if you want to hear about the secrets to crappie fishing in the summertime, minute 6 through minute 20 is when I really highlight what's going on with that. And just to recap, make sure you're in the right location. All right. And the right location for us right now, the number one place to be right now is in trees. If you have a lake with trees on it, those crappie are there in the summertime, especially if you have, 14, 15 foot of water. The more the better, but at least 14 or 15 foot. Matter of fact, I call fishing 8 foot of water on stumps. So if you have timber, go to the timber, guys. Really check it out. Besides the timber, the bridges should be heating up. Brush piles are always a good choice. And then we have to use smaller jigs. I know a lot of people say, well, I ain't got to use smaller jigs to catch them. Well, on these lakes I'm fishing, you drop your 2-inch bait down there if you want to, and let me drop that 1.25 inch down beside you, and I can guarantee I can make you put on the 1.25 inch bait. And I'm not leaving home without those Berkeley Power bait crappie livers, guys. Those are the secrets. Staying hydrated, making sure I have my life jacket on. If you have any type of shade, bimini top, umbrellas, those are great to use. But minute 6 through minute 20 is where I highlight that stuff, guys. Y'all get out there and catch those fish, man. Y'all get out there and catch those fish. Hope y'all enjoyed it. It's your boy Fishing King, Hood City TV. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your buddies at work, man, it's a crazy guy, him and his dad on here snatching crappie left and right, singing songs and rhyming words and snatching donkeys, hee-hawing and pawing and good lauding and hand size, pan size. And man, we don't trophy fish with grocery fish. And listen, real fishermen love Jesus. We're all over the place, man. But we're being entertaining and informative all at the same time. Because I know y'all don't want to be out here listening to no dry ears of crappie. You want to drop the bait down now. I couldn't watch nothing like that. So I want to show the fun and the exciting spirit of fishing, man. I love it. I enjoy it. I love talking to y'all, man. God bless all of y'all. In the name of Jesus, I pray y'all have a good rest of the week. If you haven't been to church, go to your Bible preaching church, man, where they love Jesus. I just got chills just to honestly, man, the preacher spoke to me tonight. He really did, man. I love y'all. Each and every one of you, man. Listen, I don't have no funny bones. I want y'all to know that I love you from the bottom of my heart. Somebody ain't been told they're loved. Well, I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you for watching Hook City TV. I thank you for sitting out here talking to me. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you laughing at me, laughing with me, watching these videos, all that. All that. Guys, if y'all want to visit the church, my boy Demetric Norwood is the pastor of New Beginnings International Church, and he can be found at 2000 East Loop 820 in Fort Worth, Texas, where he will be preaching the Word of God. Nothing extra. You're going to get Jesus when you go holler at my boy D. So God bless y'all. Good night. Man, next Wednesday, same time, I'm trying to be here at 9 o'clock sharp. Okay? So y'all make sure y'all are here. Man, I know I have trouble. I'm on CPT. If you don't know what CPT is, you don't catch the joke, don't worry about it. I'm on CPT, so I'm always late. But man, love y'all, man. From the bottom of my heart, I thank y'all for everything that y'all are doing for me. I'll be back next Wednesday. God willing, say the same. Y'all be safe out there, man. Love on somebody. Encourage somebody to wear their life jackets, man, if you're out there on the lake and you don't see those life jackets. All right? Let's get to fishing, man. I'm gonna be uploading some more videos. We got another dove hunting video, or a part two. We got more fishing videos. We're gonna get more videos out to you guys this week. So y'all stay tuned. I appreciate it, man. It's your boy Fishing Ken. I sit on here all day. But it's your boy Fishing Ken, Hook City TV. I'm out here.